afternoon. Got a big day planned today. After last week's video about the College Avenue local legend, thought I'd get after it again today. Go for another one. My runs lately have been focusing on climbing, so it's kind of the idea of getting after some of these segments is a lot of them are on hills, so it's like who can climb this hill the fastest. But today's segment is kind of a super long one. It's about 3/4 of a mile. Most of them aren't that long because they're speed oriented, and they're not all hills. They can be flat segments. People just want to see how fast they can go. But this one starts down there at the bottom of the hill behind me, where the creek and the lake are pretty close together, and climbs up this pretty good sized hill for a little bit, flattens off, and then takes a trail up into the woods for some more climbing. So I'm looking at trying to do 6 of these repeats today. So at 3/4 of a mile long and then 3/4 of a mile back, it's gonna be 1.5 miles round trip times 6. So getting up around 9 miles today. And by the end of it, should have climbed probably 2,000 feet or so, which is pretty good effort. All right, so I finished my first climb from the lake all the way up here to the top in the woods, and I came from back behind me there. I'm not gonna stop and turn around at the end of every one because this paved trail loops around and ties back into itself. So instead, what I'm gonna do at the top of every loop is just finish the loop and head back down. I'll throw a screenshot of what the course looks like on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But so I just ran into Steven Armstrong. He's out there behind me going up into the woods himself, and I'm still headed back down on my first lap. But anyways, he told me he's training for the Kentucky Derby Marathon coming up in April, and so we had a good chat. It's awesome to see people out here. It's not a bad day. So I'm starting my second segment on my second loop up the hill, and unlike the segment last week on College Avenue, I'm in no condition to take the fastest time on this, so I'm not going to attempt that. But it's pretty interesting to look and see who does have it and who's on the leaderboard, if that appeals to you, that kind of competitive aspect. You can look back and see what you've done in the past too. So on one of my walk breaks today, I'm gonna look up and see what my fastest time on this is, and see if I can make a run at that, or even just make a good attempt, even if I can't come close to it, just to see where I'm at and make a benchmark for maybe some future efforts out here. All right, so it's interesting. Finished my second loop there, or second segment on my second loop, and checking out the leaderboard here. That first one is out of my league, but it's interesting. Number 2, 3, 4 are Corden coaches. Number 6, 7 Corden athletes. Number 8 Corden coach. Number 14 Corden coach, and there's me at number 16, 6:28, so 8:40 a mile. I'm not sure. I might be in good enough shape to grab a few more seconds off of my own there, so I think I'm warmed up enough. I'm gonna go for it on this third segment. Wow. I'm pretty sure I just crushed my own time. I was not expecting that. So, pretty cool. Bonus for today's run. I did not intend to try to go fast at all. And felt pretty good. It was hard, but it's good to check that off for myself today. But the reason I was hoping to get 6 attempts up here today is because the current local legend is 5 in the last 90 days. So I'm gonna take that from an actual local legend, one of the guys on that speedy list, Nathan Broom. And he's out here a lot, but he's not out here with the intent of doing anything like that. So it's interesting to see what he'll do to me to take this back. I'm sure he will, accidentally or on purpose. What a day. Definitely just snagged that local legend from Nathan. So, I'm not sure what's in store for me in the near future. I hear that the mountain goat is pretty territorial, so I have to be watching my back. But hope you guys found something good to get into today. You're having a good day. And I'll catch you on the next one.